Hi, welcome to Shelly's Studio, and I hope you don't mind another video about the making of the children's book that I created. I have so much footage, I just wanted to do something with it, so here it is. This video, we are making Michaud's house. So I am starting with the inside wall there, and I'm using the gel medium because it is cardstock, and I just figured that would work better than the liquid matte medium to stick it down faster and easier. I'm just getting all those edges stuck down, and I'm just going to brush around the edges and seal it. So hopefully it won't pill up later. So now Michaud lives with an artist, so we are making an art easel. So I just took some brown strips off of a jelly print and we are sticking it down. Oh, the back wall was not a jelly print. That is the one exception in this story. It was actually scrapbook paper, but everything else is pretty much jelly print. Yes, I'm just using my fingers. Okay, so now we got our easel down. Now we need to put a piece of art on there, right? So this is just a crazy looking jelly print that has like a splash of green and yellow across it. I thought that would make for a great abstract, and I'm just roughly getting the size we want to see the top of the easel. After all that work making it, we might as well see some of it, right? Not that it was that difficult. So here we're going to put the painting on the easel. Make sure it's good and stuck down. Now this next part, I drew the girl the direction I wanted her standing. Problem is, the print is on the other side. So after I do this and get it all cut out, and I set it down, I'm like, wait a minute. She's facing the wrong way. You'll see. I'm like, oh, how can I get her to work? She's not facing the right way. Put her clear over here. No, she has to go over there. Well, I do her over again, and I actually like the jelly print that I used for the second one better. It has more color to it. That other one had a lot more white and less color. So this one will stand out a little bit better against the back wall that we've created. And put a little pocket on her dress. That's to hold her paintbrushes. And now I'm just going to go over her head and her arms and her legs. Just to give us some skin tone. I don't do a ton of detail, just giving it the color. Doing a couple of coats just to cover up that blue. And I go down and paint her ankles. even though later You won't even see the bottom half of her. But I didn't know exactly, as I'm going, I know I'm doing a window. I didn't know exactly how big or how that window was going to look yet. I just wanted to be able to see something inside the house through the window, so that's why we were creating this little scene. And this is just vanilla and peach are the two colors I'm using. And I decided to lighten her skin a little bit. And now I decided to give her some hair. I'm just mixing a little brown and some yellow. Give it a little variety there. And I'm drawing around her arms because they just sort of seem to be blending in, even though I've done several layers of paint. And just put a little shading around there so that it shows up a little bit better. There we go. Now I've cut my hole for my window. Just making sure that's how I want it to go. And now we're going to stick some gel medium on there. Decided to put some wax paper between. Kept it a little bit. I'm just coating that on my fingers. Making sure everywhere's got some. Now we're going to stick this on. I really like the color of that jelly print. Thought it turned out really pretty. Now we've got our wall with a big old window. Again, I'm going around the edges to seal it all down. Doing the inside of the window as well as the outside edges. Okay, so now we are going to glue in our windows. So I don't have a scan and cut or one of those cutting machines. This was all done with a ruler and an X-Acto knife. Create these windows. And this one, I have put a little hinge on it because in the story, you see me, and you'll see this part of the story, you'll see me putting the cat in the window and showing that the window is open. So we have to have it so we can open it, at least temporarily. Okay, so the little squares that came out of the windows, I've decided will be the shingles on the roof. I thought it worked pretty well. And it color coordinates the house, right? Needless to say, my fingers get really gluey by the end of this. I start using the heel of my hand to push things down, because that's the only clean spot. The only non-sticky spot. Alright, so now we are going to put the porch on the side of the house, since we don't really have enough room for the door. And this way we won't have to like build a door, we'll just have it going on the side. So we're just gluing in some steps. And a little awning. So definitely the girl and the painting are in a little bit upstairs from the doorway. And now we're going to put a flower box under the window. And here I've cut out some little bits of green from a green jelly print, and we're going to glue those all into the window box. And this is just Elmer's Craft Bond glue I'm using. I kind of switched back and forth between the gel medium and the craft glue. Little objects, I use the craft glue. So I doodled a little bit on those flowers to try and make them look, you know, like flowers. They were just little cutouts. And now we're going to put some green bushes down at the base of the house. And then I decide to try and highlight with a white paint pen the flowers, but I was having a really hard time. So I forced myself to go all the way through and do them all. You can see me priming it over there on the little dot. But I get done and it's like they're all just white. I could have just painted them white. Didn't like that too much. Even though I keep struggling through it. Here I am blotting it off a little bit. Just with a paper towel. And then I get out some red. And you don't see me, but I do paint over all of those. And I decide this grass needs a little more excitement since it's a main focal image. And so I'm just using a sea sponge to get some texture. And then again, with a craft knife and a ruler, I created the white picket fence. That's why it's not all perfectly straight, but I didn't think it was too bad. I'm just going to glue that down, get it to stay. And that's just white cardstock. There's no paint on that. Because I have so much texture underneath, I'm like trying to get it all to stick. So I'm just pushing it with my fingers and adding some gel. So there's our window that opens. And here's our kitty. So part of this was part of the video, the children's story video. Put our kitty coming out of the window. Stick that down real good. Here for just a little extra something, we've got the back side of a dog. If you look at the book that I actually printed, the other page has the front side of the dog, so that worked. And here I'm just going around the cat, at least his front half, just to emphasize it, and around the dog, back half. Way the cat will pop out a little bit, at least the front half that's on this side of the window. And then I take my Sharpie poster paint pen and put some streaks in the glass right over the top of the other objects. Now you can see the streaks in the glass. So I hope you liked that. I hope you didn't mind watching another video about my children's story. It just, like I said, had so much footage. I just have to keep uploading more. If you liked it, hit like, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe.